Hey there, Mouseketeers! Welcome back to my channel. As I mentioned in a prior video, I recently got back from a spur-of-the-moment trip to Disney World. And now that's a little bit misleading because I actually didn't go in any of the parks. About a week before the trip, we got offered 2 nights at a hotel down by Disney Springs, and we decided to actually kind of just complete a bucket list item. We got 2 more nights, so we really, by the time we got down there, we really had 4 full days to spend on Disney World property, but we didn't go in the parks at all. We actually destroyed our bucket list item of going to every single Disney World resort, which was exhausting and also a lot of fun, but of course still made time for some souvenir shopping. Now, because we were only there for a few days and we knew we'd probably be like wearing our backpacks a lot, and we did. We walked around some of those resorts with our backpacks like for a full day or half a day, and it was intense. It was definitely a workout, but we knew that any souvenirs we got would have to pretty much just be able to fit in the backpack. Like, we saved money by not taking a carry-on item with us, like a big carry-on item, like a duffel bag or definitely a checked bag. So we just had our one personal backpack each and had to fit everything in there along with our clothes and whatnot for the entire trip. And we managed, and I still got a lot of awesome goodies to go home with. I think I'm going to start with the clothing that I purchased. I purchased 3 things, 2 shirts and 1 sweatshirt. And the first shirt is actually one that I'm wearing right now, so I'm going to stand up to show it off. So you can see it is a Minnie Mouse inspired tank top. It is like a baby pink, and it just has all of these amazing bows. And if you've been watching my channel for a long time, then you know I am completely obsessed, not just with Minnie Mouse, but her bow, or any bow of any Disney character for that matter. So one of the things I did is I didn't actually bring enough clothing for the trip. I decided that to save room in my backpack, I would only pack, I think, like 2, I packed 2 dresses because we were going to 2 nice meals, and I packed 1 shirt. So I knew I had to buy clothing as a souvenir then, so it's a tip I highly recommend for anybody else. And I think this shirt was about $30, roughly. Another shirt, probably also about $30. It's a pretty standard price for Disney clothing. We bought in downtown Disney, or no, old downtown Disney, now Disney Springs. Oh, I got the bow shirt. I want to say I got that at Riverside, Port Orleans Riverside, which is probably my favorite gift shop of all of the gift shops that we visited, which was a lot. The other shirt I got was from a store in Disney Springs. It's also baby pink, but it's like a muscle tee rather than just a regular old tank top. And guys, I got so many compliments on this shirt from cast members. They all wanted to know where I got it, and I'm obsessed with this shirt right now. It's Orange Bird, and if you don't know who Orange Bird is, that's okay. Pretty much he's just this symbol of Florida. I think they used to use him in Adventureland, and I think they used to use him a lot in promotional material, and he's kind of having like a renaissance. He's kind of coming back. A lot of the cast members were really hoping that if people kind of bought some of his new merch, maybe Disney would start having like meet and greets with him. But yeah, so just a super cute guy. And a really cute shirt. It says greetings from Florida. I'm considering whether I want to wear this to go to California maybe, and I think I probably will. Maybe people will think I'm from Florida, but I don't care if they make that assumption. One other tip about Disney clothing is, I think personally, and you can comment down below if you have a different experience, but everything I've always found is that Disney clothing runs large. That you should definitely size down, or at least don't size up. Like, don't be on the Shop Parks app or in the stores at Disney thinking like, oh, I normally wear a medium, maybe I'll get a large just in case. Don't. Like, if you're like, I definitely wear a medium, you might even want to go with a small. Both these shirts I sized down, and you can see this one is still plenty blousey on me. So size down. The last clothing item I got, and I haven't worn this one yet, so the tag's still on it. Oh gosh, oof, $55. I paid $55 for this. I didn't even look. I just was like, I want this, and if I look at the price tag, I probably won't get it because that's who I am as a person. It's a zip-up hoodie, and it totally goes with It's actually very basic, but it goes with the shirt I'm wearing. It was part of like their Minnie Mouse bow collection. So really it's just this beautiful like light heathery gray. And it has this adorable pink and white polka dot bow. I believe, yes, it also has on the sleeves, on the elbows, it has this Minnie Mouse icon head with her bow. So it's just a whole heck of a lot of bows. And I mean, like I said, it's a light jacket. I don't really have any light zip-ups, so I thought this will be very practical. It definitely was way too hot to wear it on the trip, and it's kind of too hot in Philly for me to wear this even now. But I will be wearing this all fall, probably well into winter when I should be wearing something warmer, and definitely then again in the springtime. I love this. I'm glad I didn't look at the price tag, because I'm glad I have it. So that's it for clothing. Now clothing is a great souvenir to buy if you don't have a lot of suitcase room because you can just pack fewer clothes. Another great thing to buy is artwork. They have postcards all over the gift shops, throughout the parks, throughout the resorts, and they also in Disney Springs have something called the Wonderground Gallery, which has amazing artwork. And you should definitely check that out if you get a chance to. And this was great because I just was able to, I have, let's see, one postcard and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artworks. Like almost like postcard size artwork from Wonderground Gallery. And I think they each ran, yes, each were $5. The postcard was probably like $3. And they did offer me a stamp if I wanted to actually send this, but I just wanted to keep it. And so this was great because I just got to stuff all of these right in the front pouch of my backpack. Didn't take up any space. Highly recommend it for a pretty cheap souvenir that you're going to love at home and you're not going to regret spending a lot of money on. Like maybe a hoodie you're not going to wear seasonally. And yeah, so... Oh, and also, I think you could use the Wonderground postcard size as an actual postcard based on looking at the back, so that's pretty cool too. I wouldn't, but if you wanted to, go for it. I think I'll start with the postcard, and then I'm going to show you all of the awesome Wonderground Gallery art pieces I got. They did have these in larger sizes as well, but again, that's going to be really pricey. No. And I'm going to feel committed to it. And this I can just change out on pin boards or even in frames in my house, so I like the lack of commitment there. And how was I going to get home like a huge canvas in my one backpack? It wasn't going to happen, but this was perfect. So this postcard I am in love with, and you can see it's Mickey and Minnie in front of the castle riding Dumbo. And if you've been following me with my Disney pin videos, you might know that Disney characters at the Disney parks is my absolute favorite Disney pin collection. And that definitely goes to artwork as well. I love the idea of the characters breaking the fourth wall and being at Disney. And postcard on the back. But yeah, I really like this. I got this at the Old Key West resort, but this was definitely something you'd be able to find a lot of places. Please don't, though, if you really have your heart set on a souvenir, do not say, oh, I'll get it at another gift shop. The odds of finding it are fairly low. I went to every single gift shop in every single resort, and there were things that were repeated, but many things were not, especially things that went with that resort. Like if you went to the Polynesian, something that was Lilo and Stitch theme, for instance, you probably weren't going to find at another resort. So my tip is, if you like it, get it. And I will mention, because I didn't mention before, that hoodie that I got, I did get that also at Riverside along with the bow shirt that I'm wearing. The first Wonderground Gallery postcard size artwork that I purchased was this adorable rainbow figment in a really cutesy style. My husband saw this from far away before we even entered the store area, and he was like, you have to get that one. So I did. This was my first must get. We both love Figment. I love the ride. Unashamed about that. I love it. The next, I don't even remember what it is next. Oh, it's another Figment in Epcot, because we both love Epcot, mostly for World Showcase, although I'm hoping with the changes they make to Future World in the next few years, that will hopefully change. But it's a Figment, and he is watching the fireworks. Doesn't look like illuminations to me, and they're changing that soon anyway. So, just some random fireworks show, and he's sitting on Spaceship Earth, or as I like to say, the Epcot ball. Because I'm basic like that, I like to say that. Little close up of this one. Look how cute Figment's face is. And I love all the detail in the fireworks. Oh, and there's Tink. Hey, Tink. And you can see World Showcase countries in the background as well. So the detail on this I thought was really spectacular. Next, I don't even remember what's next, so it'll be a surprise to me. Oh my goodness! I had to get this one, honestly, for you guys. So many people have told me that Marie is one of their favorite pin collections, and so I bought this specifically with just showing it for you guys in mind. You can see it's like, instead of Big Feet Marie, it's Big Eye Marie, and I do mean Big Eye. And so it's just a kind of a cool perspective on this character. Next postcard size artwork I have for you is one I'm just so thrilled to have purchased. It is Lady and the Tramp sharing their romantic Italian meal. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that Lady and the Tramp is one of my main collections, so I had to get this, and one day, hopefully soon, you will see a pin board featuring that collection, and this will be on it. Some people have been asking me about showing off all my pin collections, but I'm kind of just trying to get like as many pins as possible, so I probably won't be doing any until maybe like September or October, but you will start seeing them soon on my channel. Until then, you're just going to have to suffer through some unboxings and other fun videos. All right, I have two more left. What are they going to be? I don't even remember. What's this one? What's this one? Oh, this one's gorgeous. Okay. It is Belle in Beast's library, and it's a very fantastical scene with a lot of the other servants in Beast Castle. So there's Belle, and she is reading to some of her new friends. And I really like the art style on this as well. I definitely could see somebody getting this in a huge canvas size. I think a lot of people will like this print. The last one that reminds me is also Beauty and the Beast. And it's from one of my favorite, not just Beauty and the Beast scenes, but Disney scenes in general, maybe just movie scenes too. So it's definitely the scene where they're kind of starting to fall in love, and they go into the wintry garden and they have a snowball fight. So you can see Beast, they're rolling just a gigantic, ginormous snowball. Belle's looking a little concerned because that snowball is about 4 times the size of her head. And I like just the pretty white background as well. So now I have 2 Beauty and the Beast artworks as well to go on a future Beauty and the Beast, or this could also be winter, themed pin boards. The next things that I got were all pin related. I know, shocking. The first is a lanyard that I have been really wanting, and I've just been seeing it on I've just been seeing it on eBay, and I just kind of kept being like, no, no, no. And I probably could have gotten it like $1 or $2 cheaper on eBay, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it while I'm actually at Disney, so I get something pin related at Disney that's on a lanyard. And I don't really care about the lanyard too much. I might save it and give it in a giveaway, or I might save it for one of my nieces if they get into pin trading when we eventually go to the Disney parks one day together. And this goes along with a popular pin booster set that is the princess themed in a cutesy style. And so here is that lanyard, and I got this at the pin trader station at Disney Springs, but this was definitely in a lot of the resorts. A lot of the pins were repeated. Although I will say, I know there are some very popular pins, whether they're Ellie's or whether they are pin boxes or mystery bags, that some people just can't find in the Disney parks. Check out some of the resorts. Like, make time to go to a couple different resorts. Not all of them. You will spend your entire vacation. We spent 4 entire long days running from resort to resort, and it did take up 4 entire days. As well as going to Disney Springs, of course, too, where I got these beautiful ladies. But definitely try out the resorts if you're looking for like a pin box or a pin bag or just one specific pin that you can't find anywhere else. You may just find it at the resort. I believe that the Disney cast members can tell you if pins are in stock at different places, but don't be afraid to ask if they're in stock at the resorts. But this one was $18, which is like a crazy amount of money for these 2 pins, but I really wanted them to complete my Princess Cutie sets. And I don't know, I mean, the lanyard's nice. I don't wear a pin lanyard. I will be showing a video because I pin traded at a bunch of the Disney resorts and a ton of pins. So I am going to have a video coming soon that shows you every single pin I traded for, which I'm very excited about. And not all of them were scrappers. A lot of them are great looking, and I'm going to give you a little hint. There's actually 2 from Asia. Yeah, 2 pins from the Asian parks. Amazing. I couldn't believe it when I found them. But anywho, I kind of forget what I was saying. Sometimes I go on these long rants. Thank you for coming along with me. Oh, but I don't wear a lanyard. I keep my pins in a little coin purse, and that worked out very well for me. I don't really want the weight around my neck, but I did see people with pin lanyards, so I mean, this is a great one if you are looking for a lanyard. When I bought the lanyard, I also purchased 2 of the Series 10 Magical Mystery pins. I'm not going to open any pins in this video. I am going to hold off to a future video when I can kind of put them together with some other pins. These were $7 a piece, which I did find them cheaper on eBay, and if these don't have the one pin I'm actually still looking for in this set, then I will probably purchase a 5-pack on eBay that brings the price down to $5 per bag. Might have to do that. We'll see. I hope that the one I'm looking for, which is the Lady and the Tramp pin, is in one of these 2 baggies. There were so many there, and I got to pick these, handpick these myself. I actually might have asked my husband to pick them. I might have been like, you had better luck than me, which is true. So, I don't know. Somebody, either he or I picked these, so it'll, like, it's not like a random seller who picked them for me, so I have no one else to blame but us. I did also get 2 individual pins, and these are both Hotel Resort pins, and they both are silver, and I kind of can't remember what silver was. They're probably like 10 bucks. There were a couple colors that were all the same price, which I felt made it a little more confusing. I know it totally makes sense for them inventory-wise and changing their pricing and stuff like that, but it made it hard to remember what the prices actually were. So these were maybe at maybe $10, $11, $12. But I was definitely going to buy them no matter what, because these are both from 2 Disney resorts I previously stayed at, but did not get the pin for. So now I officially have a pin for every Disney resort I did stay for, and I was already going to the resorts anyway, so I figured might as well get the pins this trip. The first is for Disney's All-Star Resorts, and I am a little bit annoyed because we've stayed at 2 different All-Star Resorts. We've stayed at movies, and we've stayed at sports, not music, unfortunately, but which in our video you'll actually see all, we're going to do I didn't mention that actually, we're going to be doing a video where we show you every single Disney resort, and so we toured all 3 of the All-Stars in one day. We then also went to Pop Century and Art of Animation that day, and we also went to Coronado Springs that day. So we had a very, very busy day, like I told you. And anyway, so all the All-Stars share merch. They all just get like this on a mug, or this on a pin, or this on a magnet, which I think is unfortunate because I would have bought the All-Star movies and I would have bought the All-Star sports. And then it might have given me like a reason to stay at music. But now I'm like, well, I already have the merch. I don't know if I really want to stay at music. I don't know. And then Pop Century, as I mentioned before, I do love this pin. I think it's super adorable. And we did go to Pop on our second Disney trip together, my husband and I. We didn't love it, but we're thinking now that it's undergone refurbishment, like I know at least some of the sections have been refurbished, they all have not been yet, but they will. And once it's totally refurbished, we think we will stay there again. To be fair, when we went there, it was January years and years and years ago, and it was bitterly cold, like excruciatingly cold. We had our winter jackets on from Philly, and we needed scarves and gloves and hats, and it was bad. And we just were in a very, very, very far away section at Pop, because Pop is large. So that kind of soured us on Pop a little bit. But I think that we're going to probably give it another chance, especially because if you didn't know this, you can actually walk to the Art of Animation Resort from Pop, and that's kind of a way to see the Art of Animation Resort without having to pay their prices. Guys, I got 6 boxes of the Kingdom of Cute series. I'm going to give you a close-up of that, and then I'm going to talk about a kind of crazy strategy that my husband and I played to get these boxes. So I have never opened any Kingdom of Cute before, on or off camera, so coming up soon, you're going to see me open a lot of these because I have 6 of them. And these are the options in the back, and guess what, guys? They are coming out with another series of Kingdom of Cute, and I don't think they actually look as cute as these, but maybe that means they'll be doing a whole bunch of series. I always feel like if a series is popular, they should do a heck of a lot more. But yeah, there are really amazing options here. And my husband and I both want Space Mountain, and we both want Sword in the Stone. I really want the whole set. I actually have traded for the teacup before, so that's the only one I don't need. And then I would also like for us to get the Haunted Mansion Gargoyle, but they're all really, really cute. Like it says. So we have 6 of these. We bought 2 of these at, I mean, honestly, now we're talking a lot of resorts, so I can't remember exactly where we picked all of these up, but we bought 2 of them at one resort, and then we bought, which I think was Port Orleans French Quarter, And then we bought the other 4 all individually at 4 different gift shops throughout the parks, like maybe the Polynesian and maybe the Contemporary and some other hotels as well that I can't remember right now. And we just decided to do that because if we're going to do them anyway, we figured that might give us a higher chance of randomization, because I do feel as though sometimes you get pins from the same rack at the same resort and they're the same exact pin box. So we figured why not experiment, since we were already going to go to those other resorts, and try to get different pin boxes. I'll let you know if that works out. I think it will. And again, pin boxes were a really good, I'm going to remember words eventually, use of space, because you can really kind of piece them together. Like, you could really figure out how they best fit together in your backpack or wherever you're trying to save space. So my husband was able to put all those in the front pouch of his backpack that he wasn't using anyway. So big thumbs up for pin boxes if you want a souvenir. Now you could also just open them while you're there. I wanted to open them on camera with you guys. It was very tempting to film a video why we were there, but I decided to wait until we came back. Like I said, we were filming for 4 days straight because we were filming all of the resorts to share with you guys. So it was a lot of filming already. I'm down to my final 2 souvenirs, and now these were also really good to put in a backpack because they are squishy. They are plushes. They are oof-oofy plushes, and they're easy to kind of just throw in any random hole or space you have left in your luggage. So definitely recommended rather than like a huge medium. That sounds weird to say huge medium size, but I feel like Disney medium size plushes are pretty large. So Disney medium size or extra large plushes, these work better because they take up less room. Okay, are you ready to see which oofoofies I got? I want you to take a guess which characters I might have gotten oofoofies of. Hint. I got these at one of the gift shops because there's more than one. I got these at the Moana Mercantile gift shop at the Polynesian Resort. So Polynesian, who might I have gotten plushies of? All right, time's up. I got 2, and they are Stitch and Scrump from Lilo and Stitch. Let me give you close-ups of these cuties. Here is Stitch, and now if you've happened to be watching my channel, my last Tokyo Kawaii Club subscription, I got a plushie Stitch who kind of looked like a cross between Stitch and Yoda. And this Stitch looks just like Stitch, I think. He has Stitch ears rather than Yoda ears, and he's holding a pineapple. And guess what, guys? This little tag, it says I smell like pineapples. Now I smelled him, and when I took him to the counter, the lady said, we all think he actually smells like pina colada. And I agree with that, actually. He does smell like pina colada, which is kind of, in my opinion, a nicer smell than pineapple. So I was thrilled with that. But I mean, come on, how cute was he? And I believe these were about $7. I think you could get a deal if you got 3 or more, but I only wanted 2. There was one more there. It was not Lilo. It was actually Angel, and I just do not care about Angel at all. I just don't get it. So I got Stitch and Scrump. Got Scrump. I feel like Scrump and I kind of go together right now. Her pink bow, I'm wearing a bunch of pink bows. I mean, she's so like creepy cute, isn't she? Oh, honestly, if I only got one oofoofy, it would have been Scrump even over Stitch. And I think a lot of people at home are going to agree with me and think that this is the coolest thing ever. She also smells like pineapple / pina colada / whatever you smell. I smell pina colada. I have to agree. All right, so I want to hear below from you either what was your favorite souvenir that I got on this trip, or what would you have gotten if you went to the Disney parks, or what is your best souvenir tip for if you don't have a lot of luggage space? What would you get? So again, we have clothing, pins, small plushies, artwork / postcards. Those are my suggestions. I want to hear if you have any different ones. Thank you so much for watching. Again, be on the lookout for my pin trading at Disney World video that's coming up shortly, I guess. I'm going to have so many pin openings, of course, with all the Kingdom of Cute boxes and those magical mystery pouches, and just a whole bunch of other things coming your way. So if you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so you don't miss any of those, okay? And then later this summer, I'm going to have my Disneyland haul. So I can't believe that I'm so lucky to have got to get a Disney World haul and a Disneyland haul in the same summer. Like, I never would have expected that to happen. It was insane. Also be on the lookout for, we're going to put up 3 videos, my husband and I, because he's going to be in them. Yay, finally you've met my cats, now you're going to meet my husband. And so he's going to be in the videos with me, help me do all the filming. We're going to review the resorts, where should you stay, what did we like, what didn't we like. And so that's going to be a series of 3 videos where we discuss the value, the moderate, and the deluxe resorts at Disney World. So again, be on the lookout for all those, subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I'm going to see you real soon.